and welcome to this episode. I'm Akshya, this is Vijay, this is Varshita and Divya. So we are going in this episode we are going to talk about something that quickly keeps us food safe and fresh for longer period of time, which is cold storage. So it's one of those things we don't think about much, but it affects almost everything we eat, from milk, vegetables, and fish, and frozen snacks, and everything. Without it, food would waste faster and spoil faster. Food waste will increase and farmers would lose income.
That's so true. I can't imagine the world without refrigeration. Just think, no jellies, no ice creams, no yogurt. Akshaya, I always wonder what is the real difference between the fridge at home and this system.
That's a good question, Vijayalakshmi. So the refrigerator we use in home keeps a food fresh for shorter period of time, which we use a small amount of food to keep safe. But cold storage in another hand is a large scale industrial measurements or management. So we used to store a large amount of food which keeps us safe for a longer period of time, like even months and weeks. So by the scientific control conditions.
Exactly. We also use cold storages after harvest to store it for a longer period of time. If we don't, then fruits and vegetables would get spoiled, especially in summers.
And it's not just colding. Cold storage involves regulating temperature, humidity, and sometimes even air composition to make sure food feel safe and fresh.
Right. In this episode or in this topic, we'll break down how the cold storage works and why it's essential, how it connects farmers, consumers, and technologies. Thank you. Hello, let's begin this episode with what is cold storage. Cold storage is nothing but keeping the food at lower temperature, usually between 0 to 10 degrees Celsius, which when the food is cold, the enzyme and bacterial growth will slow down and which keeps the food safe for longer period of time.
So it's like putting food into slow motion. The time moves slower for it, right?
Exactly. We can say that cold storage passes the time, so which stops natural processes like rotting, ripening, and bacterial growth.
Yes, it really works. When, for example, we take potatoes and we store it at 4 degrees Celsius, we can store it for a longer period of time. And we store it at room temperature, we can just store it for a few days because it will start to get spoiled within 2 or 3 weeks.
Each food has its own best temperature and humidity. For instance, meat and fish are kept below at minus 18 degrees Celsius, while fruits and vegetables are better just above freezing only. That's so specific. I never realized you had to adjust the temperature of each type of food.
Yes, that's what makes cold storage a blend of science and management, not just cooling but also controlling every detail. Hello, welcome to episode 3. In this episode, let me dive deep down about cold storage. So, how the cold storage works to keep the food fresh. First, when we lower the temperature, the microbial growth gets reduced, so the bacteria cannot multiply when it is in lower temperature, and enzymes that causes ripening and nutritional loss and browning becomes less active, and chemical reactions like fat oxidation also slows down. Together that helps the food to be colorful, nutritive, and stays fresh for a longer period of time.
That's explain why milk spoils quickly if we forget it outside, but stay fine for a day in the fridge.
Exactly. It makes a large difference for a farmer like me because we can store our products in cold storage and we can sell it after a period of time when we have better prices in the market instead of selling it immediately in the market.
Such a good point, Varshi. So cold storage does not save food, that also saves income too.
Let's not forget about health. Cold temperature prevent dangerous microbes like salmonella or listeria from multiplying. So it's not only about taste and freshness, but also protecting the public health. That assuring to know it's like a sheep. It's protect the farmers' livelihoods and consumer health.
Welcome to episode 4. Now we see about different types of cold storage systems. So they are depend upon what kind of food we use.
Yes, the main ones are refrigerator storage 0 to 10 degrees Celsius for dairy and vegetables, frozen storage below minus 18 degrees Celsius for meat and fish, blast freezers that quickly freeze products to lock in quality, controlled atmospheric storage. When oxygen and carbon dioxide levels are adjusted for fruits like apples and pears.
Yeah, we can use CS storages in my place for apples, and it's amazing. We can store apples for longer months, for 9 months, and it will look and taste fresh.
That's incredible. So the apples we can eat off season might actually have been harvested months ago.
Exactly, Vijay. So that's the magic of cold storage. So it connects farmers, seasons, consumers all over the world. Welcome to episode 5. In this episode, we see why the cold storage system is more essential. Firstly, it helps us to reduce the food waste. About 1/3 of the food generated globally was reduced or lost. So the temperature control helps us to prevent them. And secondly, it helps in food security, mostly in the countries with warmer climates. And thirdly, it helps the farmers and industries to plant better and sell more efficiently.
Without cold storage, we farmers would face a huge loss every season. And now we have cold storages, so we can wait for a better price and we can sell it, and that would really help our families.
It also helps consumer like us because it means we can enjoy food from different regions and session of all year long. Imagine not having the fresh fruits in winter. Cold storage makes that possible.
And it ensures safety. For food kept cold is much less likely to cause illness. That's why every part of a supply chain from dairy plants to supermarkets depends on the storage.
Exactly. Cold storage is one of the quiet foundation of the modern food system, which connects the farm to the fork. Welcome to final episode. Let's to wrap it up. Cold storage is not only to keep the food cold, it also to combine the science, technology, and smart management that keeps a food system running.
It preserves quality control and safety by slowing the natural processes.
It gives farmers like me time, stability, and better income.
And it gives consumer like us fresh nutrition and safe food every single day.
Cold storage connects everyone from the ant that grows the fruit to the ant that serves it. So the next time when you take a cold drink or a crisp apple, remember it's not just a luck, it is a cool science at work. Thank you for listening. Stay cool and stay fresh. Thank you.